Hey everyone, I'm back with another episode of Let's Play, where I discuss another up and coming game heading to the PS5. It's Love Gaming Retro here, and today we are talking about Forspoken.
I do not know how I got here, and all I want is to go home.
A brand new game being developed by Luminous Productions, who, just in case you didn't know, are a subsidiary of Square Enix. Being quite familiar with the games Square Enix has released over the years, I'm coming into this game with a complete open mind, but with the sense that I'll get similar feelings to Final Fantasy vibes, as well as a hint of what Hogwarts Legacy will bring, and I cannot help but wonder if I'll also feel like I've played a similar game in the past with Aloy and Horizon. If you're anything like me and love a game with a good soundtrack and dialogue, stick around as we'll be finding out which other game this has a connection to in regards to the soundtrack at the end of the video, which gets me even more excited. Let's run through what we can expect from Forspoken. Forspoken is a game about a young woman named Frey Holland from New York City who is about to turn 21 years old. She finds herself transported to the beautiful and cruel world of Athia, where fantasies and nightmares are suddenly very real. In search of a way home, Frey must use her newfound magical abilities to traverse sprawling landscapes and battle monstrous creatures. Frey must learn to harness newfound magical powers in order to defeat monsters and the Tantus, who hold dominion over the land. Her magic derives from her cuff, a magical bracelet that can speak to her. Frey must defeat the Tantus with the help of Cuff in order to have a chance of returning back to New York City, and her lovely cat. Not really sure what to think about these cuffs. There was a trailer on Forspoken on the 8th of August on their Twitter feed that originally put me off the game completely. Let's take a look at this trailer.
So let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cuff! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts. I'll probably fly next.
It's said that the main campaign will take approximately 30 to 40 hours to complete. And yes, it probably is going to require you to travel back and forth around the world, completing missions and fulfilling quests such as fetch quests. This is an action role-playing AAA game which has been developed with the new Luminous engine, which has only been seen so far on Final Fantasy 15. It's said to boast a vast open world with an expansive magic system and swift traversal. Frey has a skill known as magic parkour, which allows her to run fast, leap great distances, and use the environment to swing across gaps and climb vertical inclines. Frey is outfitted with a variety of magical spells and combat styles that you can use and adapt depending on your preferred style of play. From long distance powers to close range spells, there's all manner of magical attacks to experiment with. With RPG elements such as crafting and upgrades, you can improve a variety of Frey's skills. Gear can also be equipped such as necklaces and capes to improve stats. In order to bring together realism with fantasy, Frey can use shards to paint patterns on her nails to make spellcasting more powerful. Forspoken's load times are said to be very fast on the PS5, that it will supposedly take barely 1 second to load on Sony's latest hardware. There has also been rumours that Forspoken will have microtransactions, but thankfully Square Enix has killed that rumour and confirmed this is not the case, although they have mentioned that some premium downloadable content will be appearing, and with that being said, later on in the year, the game will also be getting a DLC called In Tanta We Trust. But let's try out the main game before even thinking about a DLC. This game will only be getting released on the PS5 and PC. However, it has been confirmed that it's a timed exclusive, so Xbox players may be able to get their hands on it at a later date. And one thing I love is that it's not going to be bringing out a release for the previous gen consoles, meaning its main focus when being developed is for the power of the current gen consoles. Going back to the soundtrack and dialogue in this game, it has the same writer and composer named Bear McCreary, if I've pronounced that correctly, who also worked on God of War 2018, and I loved the soundtrack and dialogue in that game. You can pre-order this game already, which will allow you the chance to get the game exclusive steelbook, which looks really cool. The release date is the 24th of January 2023. Are you planning on getting this game? If you are, we're going to have to wait until the 24th of January 2023 when it gets released. And let me know in the comment section below. Let's see if this game gets delayed again, which it already has been, and hopefully it doesn't get delayed one more time. That's all from me. Subscribe and stay tuned as I'll be discussing another game next week. Stay with Love Gaming Retro for much more reviews and news, all for you.